Let me share screen. Okay, so for this one, okay, I've already uploaded your. If they ask you what is constant, now constant is always a number. Let's say now if I give you like this, okay, so x plus 3. Now what is a constant? Constant equals to 3. It's always number. Let's say it's y minus 7. What's the constant? Constant equals to 7. Minus 7. Okay. So constant is always the number. Always the number. Now coefficient, you see this word coefficient. Coefficient means what is the value of this thing. Now they are not asking about here. This one now is negative x to the power 3. They're asking about x. So let us see, what do you write? You wrote what is the, which one? This one is coefficient. And number 3, you put down here what? 3, I think. 3 and blank. Yeah. So let us see this part here. If you say constant is 3, no. There is no constant is 0 here. Okay, why is it 0? Well, it's 0 because, okay, it's like x plus 0 lah. All right, x plus 0 is, the constant is 0. It is the number without the x. Coefficient is the value of something. So what is that something? They will tell you. See, so constant here is number. Coefficient, they must tell you whether it's the coefficient of x, coefficient of y, coefficient of x cubed. Down here now, they ask you for coefficient of x. So what is the value down here of x? So the value down here is, this is 1. Because is x means 1x, right? So what is the coefficient? Is equals to 1. Why? Because the value is 1. You don't see the 1. Let's say now I ask you what is the coefficient of x to the power 3 minus x, the one down here. This minus x to the power 3, what is it equals to? Oh, this is minus 1. Why minus 1? Because this value here is minus 1. Now, this is actually from, you are using this book, right? You are using, let me see. Are you using this book? Can you see it?
No.
In school, are you using this book? Yes. No, you are using this book.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this book is the other textbook. Remember, I think did you buy this book? They have now this thing now. This is the workbook. There's 2 textbooks for Sec 1 normal academic. So one is this one, and the other one is this one, right? So I'm now using the workbook from the other book, which if you can, you should buy this one. Then you don't need to print, we can just go through that. Okay, so this is actually, as you can see, is normal academic, can see, right? Okay, so you have to learn this in case you're thinking I'm giving you express stuff. Sometimes I'll give you express stuff, sometimes not now. But now we are moving back. So why don't you try the next one, number B. What is the constant down here? What's your answer?
Minus 9.
Remember, constant is always the number. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, now we show down here. Constant is a number without x. Can you see this one down here? This is the number. There's no x attached to it. Constant is the number. So which one is the number? Is it, this has an x square. This one has an x. This one is the number I'm talking about. It's a constant. So what's the value of the constant?
Plus 4.
Yes, plus 4. You just write constant equals to 4. And then what is the coefficient of x?
2. Negative 9.
Negative 9. Okay, not 2, negative 9, okay? All right, well done. Okay, here we go. So let us see. Did you do this one? Number 2. Your answer is? You're not sure, is it?
Yeah.
Divide the, okay. So let us see now. Write down an algebraic expression to represent each statement below. So let us break it up. Okay, how to break it? When you come, okay, remember in life, Edmund, when you get to something difficult, do the easier one first. Try to understand it by making it easy for you. If the sentence is difficult, break it down into 2 sentences, 2 parts, or 3 parts. So I'm going to break it down into here, 2 parts. Down here is 1 part. Down here is the other part. So they say divide the sum. Okay, we don't look at, okay, there's 3 parts here. We divide into 3 parts, okay? They're giving you an instruction to divide. This is one instruction. Then they talk about the sum. And then they talk about the square. Now, can you do the sum first? What is the sum of 7x plus 2y? Sum of, do this number 2 first.
7x plus 2y.
Okay, good. So you write 7x plus 2y. Okay. And then, what is the square of z? Square of z. Okay, I ask you now. What is the, okay, what is the square of 5? What is it? 5 is very simple lah. Okay. 5 square. If I say 5, 5 square. Like that lah.
5.
Okay, 5 square, right? So now square of z is how much? Square of z. Yeah, 25, you're correct. Huh? Now for square of z,
Z.
hmm? Z. Just say z what? Z square. Okay not? Square of z is z square.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they say you are supposed to divide this by this. This one, the sum by this. See, look, first one said divide the sum of this by this. So just divide it. Now 7x plus 2y, you have z square. What do? Just divide it. You just put a line down here. Okay. And then you put the z down here. The z square lah. Okay. You get it? So the answer is like this, 7x plus 2y over z square. Can see? So what you do is, if you get to something you feel you're confused, break the problem down. You got to break the problem down. It's like climbing a mountain. Okay, some mountains you look at it, it's very difficult to climb. You break it down. Okay, first part I do the lower part first. You strategize the lower part. Then you strategize the middle part and then the upper part. Same thing. When you write an essay, you write composition, same thing. So the same thing you must do for maths. You get to a complex sentence, you feel, what is the question saying? So don't worry. Okay, now you try. Okay, what is quotient? Let's see, do you know what is quotient? Okay. Okay, quotient. Okay, so now this one, they use difficult words, but this is actually in primary school. Okay, kan? But primary school, you didn't, students will be confused if you use X and Y. Okay, so now let's see. What is the quotient of, now down here, we do together, twin, there's some trick here. So, let me try this. Okay, we do together, okay, this one. Okay, you tell me now. 28 cannot, what number can it be? Smaller than 28.
25.
25. So this one, write 5, right? Because 5 times 5, 25. Then you minus, you get 3. Sorry, minus, you get 3, yeah? So down here, this is called the remainder. Okay? This one, you may want to write down this remainder. This is called the quotient. You can call this one factor or divisor. So now, but they're not giving you a number, they're giving you algebra. So this is a quotient. Okay, the answer in what other words. Okay, now let's see. What is the quotient now down here? So again, we divide this sentence into 3 parts. You see, quotient of this one now can be one part. Down here is 1 part. So I divide down here. Okay. Okay. This one, you have another part. Product of M and M, another part. So there's 1 part, 2 parts, there's 3 parts, there's 4 parts. Now this is what I used to do when I was a student. I say, oh my goodness, what is this question saying? Very confusing. So I do the part that I understand first. What is the quotient of A divided by C? Okay, A divided by C is A over C. Like that, huh? A over C. So you write down A over C. Why is it like that? Well, okay, because now this is algebra, right? So A over C, this is divide lah. You are dividing by, if let's say you put it in long division, A divided by C, like that. You cannot see, so I'll show you. A divided by C is like that, right? But now we are writing like that, same thing. This is the same thing. So this you can say is a quotient, is the answer you can write on top here. And for example, now we write 25 divided by 5. What's the answer? 5. 5 is the quotient. Or 25 divided by, let's say, 24 divided by 6. Answer is 4. 4 is the quotient. So the answer is the quotient. Or if this is in algebra, I just leave it the same. A divided by C. So that's the first thing. You must be able to see that. Now, so now, what's the next one? Product of M and N. What's the product of M and N?
Amen.
M, N, Okay, so now you have M, N, all right? Now, they say cube root the quotient of A divided by C. Cube root the quotient of A divided by C. This is A divided by C. Cube root it. Cube root this one, they're asking you. So what do? You cube root. How to cube root? This is square root. Cube root is just down here. So A divided by C, cube root it, right? Then what else they say? They say number 4. So we did 1, the quotient we have done. Product, you say MN, correct? We have already written here. Now we cube root the quotient. After that, add to the product of M and N. So after you cube root it, add to the product of M and N. So like that. This is what it is. So what do we learn here? This is now testing you and see whether you understand how to create algebraic expression. Okay, so now I'm going to give you my own question. Okay, I won't make it complex. Okay, I won't make it complex. You can surely do this. Okay, you try. Okay, you try. Add the square of x. Okay, so now you just need to break it into two parts. Or you want to break it into, okay, first I'll break it to here. This one, so this one is one part, two parts. This first part, I divide it, I do later. So I do this one first. I do this one second. I do this one third. So number one, what is the answer? Square of x, what is this? Is it square of x?
X squared.
X squared, good. Product of x and y. Product of x and y.
XY.
Good. Add the square of x to the product of x and y. What do I do? Add the square of x to the product of x and y. Just plus. That's it. So the strategy is very simple, Edmund. You get a complex sentence, you divide it up. Try to understand first what the person is saying down here. Because if you don't understand this part of here, how to do, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You must divide it into part by part. We'll give you another question. Okay, we give you another question. Okay. Okay, you try now without my help. Add the cube root of x to the sum of 7x and 14x. Can? Break it up, break it up, break up. Try to break up. Okay, this is one part. This is another part. Which one is easy for you to do? You want to do the second part first? This one can do? What is it? What's your answer?
21.
21 x, 21x. Okay. I'll do the first part now down here.
X over 3.
Not over 3, like that. Cube root, just like that. Okay. Cube root is, this is cube root. Without the 3 is square root. Okay, but we'll get cube root. Okay, now the last one, add it. So what do you do? Add the cube root of x to the sum of plus. That's it. So you remember, you need to break it up into simpler parts. Okay. So let us now continue now. Okay, now here we go. A sum, did you do this one? Let me see. 3. Okay, let's see what happened. A sum of money was shared between Sally and James, such that Sally received $5 more than twice the amount James received. So you need to, okay, James received J. So now down here, this sentence is a long sentence, so many parts. Why don't you try to divide it into parts? This first one, a sum of money was shared between Sally and James, such that Sally received $5 more than twice the amount received by James. You know how much James received? How much James received? James received how much? You try. How, Edmund?
I don't know.
Okay. So how much did James receive? You tell me. They tell you down here. How much did James receive?
J.
$8. So now let us divide this sentence now. I'm going to write the sentence down so that we can divide it easily. So this is what you're supposed to do. You have your worksheet. Your mom printed out the worksheet. You use a pencil also to cut up the sentence. A sum of money was shared between Sally and James. Okay, I write it for you. I cut it for you into the parts. A sum of money was shared between Sally and James. So this is part 1. This is part 2. Such that Sally received $5 more. Sally received $5 more than twice what the amount James received. So down here, sorry, you cannot see. So down here, let us see now one more. A sum of money. This is.
I cannot see.
You cannot see it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah. A sum of money. First part. How much we do not know. We are supposed to find it out. Number 2 was shared between 2 persons, Sally and James. So this one is also for me to understand. Oh, there's a money. Some money is shared between 2 persons. Okay, I understand so far. Sally received $5 more. I cut down here. $5 more than what? Then twice the amount James received. How much did James receive? How many dollars, sir?
J.
$J, no. So what is twice the amount James received?
2J.
2J, good. $2 is twice the amount. But Sally did not receive that. She received $5 more. then twice. $5 more than 2J. How much is it? $5 more than 2J.
2J plus 5.
Plus 5. Like that lah. Simple, Edmund. You see, then you bracket it up, you write $sign here. This is whose money? This is Sally's money. This one is who? This one is James' money. James's money, Sally's money. And now what is the question asking you? See, express in terms of J, the amount Sally received. You have already done that. You have already done that. You see, down here, this is what you have done, man. 2J plus 5. You have done it already. But you can only do it if you break up this sentence into parts. If you don't break it into parts, it becomes so complex. So you have to break it down into parts. Now you can do. Now what's the next part of the question? What did they say? You printed it out, right? So you try now. Calculate the original sum of the money. Look, you got James's money, you got Sally's money. How much is the total? You decide how much. Okay, this is Sally's money. This is James's money. What is the total?
J, 3J plus 5.
Yeah, 3J plus 5. Well done, that's it. It's that simple. It's actually like ABC, mister. It's like learning your ABC. That's what it is. All you need to do, you need to break up the sentence into parts to understand it. Those who don't do, they don't have the patience to break it up. Or they do not break it up, that's why they don't understand. Are you okay, Edmund? You're sleepy, Edmund. Are you sleepy? Okay, we try the next one. All right, let's see whether you have done this one. This one you can do lah. Let us see. I'm sure you can do this one. Let us see. Did you do it? Okay, good. 21A, good. Minus 35B. Well done. This is correct. Congratulations, Mr. Edmund. Now the next one. Next one, you see the answer is minus 5M plus minus 2N plus 4. Minus 5M. This is number one. Number 4, right? Number 4 minus. Oh. Let us see then. Let us see. Okay, I'm just gonna remember your answer. Correct. Minus 5M minus 2N plus 4. I'm just gonna write it here. Okay, you say that your answer is this is your answer. You can see the thing minus 5N minus 2N plus 4. Am I correct? This is your answer? Sorry. Am I correct? This is your answer? Okay, so now let us do step by step. Let's see how it is. So now I'm going to write down the whole thing. Minus 3M plus 2. Then we have this bracket here. 3M minus N plus 4. I use another bracket. N minus 2M close bracket, close bracket. Okay, so let me just double check whether this is the same. Okay, so which one do we do first? You must do the innermost bracket. Remember what I told you? Remember not? For algebra, you must take out the underwear first. When you want to go to the toilet, you take out the underwear first. For us normal human beings, you take out the outside, the pants first. For algebra, you must take the internal brackets first. The inside most, you must take out. So now, what does it mean? It means now you don't take out the outside yet. You just copy like that. Minus 3M plus 2. You just copy everything first. Minus N plus, now you times it out now. 4 times N, 4N. Then 4 times minus 2, minus 8M. But it's still in a bracket. It's still in the bracket. Let us see whether you do that. Okay. Do you do the first one? You remove the bracket. Hello, how can you remove the underwear and the pants at the same time? You go to the toilet, you can remove the underwear and pants at the same time. Cannot. You must remove one by one. Normal human being, we go to the toilet, we remove the pants first because it's the outside one. Then we remove the underwear. Down here in algebra, remember, you remove the underwear first. Remember, I'm telling you in this analogy so that you remember, you must remove the internal bracket first. This is the innermost bracket. You must remove this. This here is the innermost. This is a bracket inside the bracket. You do this one first. So once you do this, but you don't remove all the bracket one shot. Cannot. Cannot do that. Once you do that, you get confused. So now, this one, you see now, what is it? 3M, 8M. Okay, you start from here. You try to do from here and see what you get. Can you copy and see what you get? This one now. Do it inside. Don't time first. Just take the M, 3M, minus 8M. How much is it? Okay, you tell me now. I'll type out. 3M minus 8M. How many M left?
Minus 5M.
Okay, good. Okay, so you get minus 5M. Well done. Then 4N minus N. 4N minus N. You have $4. You owe $1.
3N.
Yes, plus 3N. Now, down then you times. Now then you times. Now you do the outer bracket. Yes, bracket you must do. But bracket within the bracket is first. Now you must do this one. So you tell me now. Plus 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus and minus is minus 10M. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 6N. So now you owe $3. You owe $10. So total, you owe $3 and you owe $10. How much? You owe $3. You owe 10. Yes, minus 13. M plus plus 6. And this is your answer. Now let us see where you went wrong. See, there's only 2 terms. This is called one term. This is called another term. These are mathematics terms for the term. So let us see. You got plus 4. Where you get 4 from? Let us see. I'm gonna. Let's see if we can see clearly. Oh, sorry. This one down here, hello, mister. 4 times. Okay, what do you do down here? Minus M, correct? Plus. Now the 2 you already go inside a bracket. You open up a bracket and then you put the 2 in. What is this actually? 6. Oh, plus 6M. Okay, correct. Okay. Correct. And then minus 2N. Okay, correct. And then down here you got mixed up. Why? Because you start doing the outside bracket first. Now you're wondering, 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 4 is actually 8 actually. You must actually times down here first. So you cannot do outside bracket first. You cannot do. You get understand or not? Okay, you must do the inside bracket again. I repeat, down here, and then you have now bracket inside a bracket. You must do the innermost bracket first. Innermost bracket. Okay. So now we move on to the next one. Let me see. What is your? Sorry, let's see. Oh. What is this? Minus 3 to the power 2 plus 2.4.
6N.
Total 6N.
Yeah.
How you get 6N?
Minus, wait. Oh, no.
numbers? Number 5. This is actually from the A book, so I'm not too sure whether the teacher covered all the topics in school, but let us see. How can you...
Don't.
Okay. Okay, so you follow my method, okay? I have written it down here. Okay, come. So let's see. Can you see the board? The value of A is 2. Value of U is -3. They want you to find the value of V, not V squared. Okay, how to find the value of V squared? Later, V later. We find what's the value of V squared first. So we just copy V squared equals to, you see, they want to substitute the value of U. Substitute means put in, all right? So I put a bracket here, put square, plus 3A. I put a bracket here. You must follow this procedure. This is a procedure for doing this. Where you have U, you put a bracket. Where you have A, you have put a bracket. What you going to do with the bracket? Put in the value. U, the value is -3. I put -3 inside here. A, the value is 2. I put 2 down here. So now you work out now what is this? What this is? What's the answer? -3 times -3, what's the answer?
9.
9. Positive or negative? Negative times negative becomes positive. Okay. 3 times 2?
6.
6. Altogether, answer is 15, correct? But that is V squared. Let us look at what the question says. The question didn't ask you to find V squared. The question asked you to find the value of V. Value of V, So how to find the value of V? All right. Let's say now I tell you x squared equals to 9. What's the value of x? X squared equals to 9. What is the value of x?
3.
3, good. You square root it, You want to find what is x? You square root it. But note, remember I told you this before, you got to be very careful. It is not only +3. Watch, watch. -3 times -3, what's the answer? -3 times -3. 9. Plus 9, Plus 9. 3 times 3, +3 times +3, what's the answer?
9.
9. So when you square root 9, you got 2 answers. One of them is 3, the other one is -3. You understand? Because negative times negative equals positive equals 9. So the answer down here now is you can write plus minus 3. Plus minus means what? It means this number has 2 values. One of it is plus, or you can write like that, 3 or -3. These are the 2 values. What is this? You will learn in secondary 3, I think, what this means lah. Which is, it means it's a graph like this lah. Okay, if you want to know, let's say like that graph, then they draw another line down here. These are the 2 points where the value of x cuts to y-axis. You won't understand why, but there's one value here, there's another value here. So one is positive, one is negative, something like that, Okay, so we won't go into this, but I want you to understand, from square root, a square, you want to change to, you want to find x, square of x to x, you got to square root this. So now, v squared is equals to 15. What is v equals to? Don't need to find out exact nothing. Tell me what do I do to the 15? 15. What do I do?
Divide by
Not divide, just square it only. Square root it. But that's not enough because this can be plus and minus. So you can write like that. Or you can write this is like this or negative 15. These are the two answers. You get it or not? Can you must get it. You must understand. You look tired already, mister. Every time we do Zoom tuition, you're tired. I think I must go there and teach you. You prefer me to go there and teach you, or you want me to go there? You don't know. Don't know means actually I don't want you to come at all. Ayo. Okay, never mind. Okay, here we go. Let us see now. We will have to practice more. This is number 6 is the last question, right? Okay, let us see now. Number 6, huh? What do you write for number 6? You didn't write anything. So that means I think you gave up. The moment you see the long question, you gave up already. So make sure you don't give up. Let us go step by step. Try to understand. So now you have now a paragraph. Okay, just now we divided the sentence into parts. You see, we divide sentence into parts. Now you have a paragraph. What do you do with the paragraph? You divide it into sentences. First, you try to understand this one. Valerie had Valerie had R dollars at the start of a certain day. Do you understand this sentence? How much money did Valerie have at the beginning of the day? R, good. Okay. So we just take note. This is R in the beginning. During the day, she spent X plus 3 $2 notes. Okay. And donated X minus 2 $10 notes. So now this part now is the difficulty. So I'm going to write down the sentence on the board so that you can break it down and understand better. But I'm not going to use the word X, okay? I'm just saying, during the day, she spent 7 $2 notes and donated 16 $5 notes. Okay, now you tell me now. I'm going to show you my board. She spent 7 $2 notes and donated 16 $5 notes. How much is 7 $2 notes?
14.
$14, right? 7 times 2. 7 times 2, 14. So you must write, I'm just writing so that you don't forget, $14. This one, 16 $5 notes. What do we do to 16 and 5? Oh, not bad. You can calculate that mentally. Spend 16 $5 notes. What do we do?
80.
80, good. 16 times 5 equals to 80. Okay, good. Well done. 16 times 5 equals to 80. Good. So now she donated $80. She donated $14. Let's say Sally had $100 at the beginning. So they ask you how much money does she have at the end? Sally had $100 in the beginning. How much money did she have at the end? That's the question. So what to do?
Six.
Good. But what do you tell me the steps? You take 100 minus 80, correct? Minus 14, right?
Yeah.
So you do the same thing now to that. You do the same thing, Edmund. You can do this question. Whatever you did over here, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. Ken? You want to see it again? Okay. Now, for her, the remainder is 0. Okay, for her, you have the paper, so I don't need to show. I just leave this thing on until you tell me. No? Imagine now, imagine, I didn't tell you this. I didn't tell you this. I just tell you she had $6 left. And I ask you how to find how much money she had at first. So what do you do? R is equal to what? Oh, you take this plus this plus this. That's what you do. You take this, 14 plus 80 plus 6. You get 100. And that's what you do for, but there's no remainder in your side. So the remainder is 0 left.
Two x plus 6.
2x plus 6.
Wait.
Sorry, 12x.
Oh wait. No, 2x.
2x plus 6. Okay, let us see. All right, now they say that she spent. I'm gonna write down.
And
I'm gonna write down
10x minus 20.
10x minus
20.
20. This is what she spent, is it? Okay,
The 2x is what she spent.
2x is what she spent. Okay, so you say she spent 2x down here, and donated how much? How much did she donate?
No, 2x plus 6.
2x plus 6 is how much she spent. Then how much did she donate? 10x minus 20, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let us see whether you're correct. I'm now going to write down the question as we see, okay? Let us see. She spent x plus 3, $2 notes. So we got to times this. 2 times x, 2x, 2x plus 6. Well done, correct? Congratulations. And the next one is she spent $10 notes, 10x minus 20. Well done. So now you are, and there's no remainder left. Means your remainder is 0. So now what to do now? Remainder 0. What to do, Edmund, now? You want to find the total amount of money she had. Just add them all up. Add them all up. Add this one to this one. So you write down here. R. So no more ink. Hold on. I just write down. You can see, R equals to what? Equals to the spent amount plus donated amount. What is the spent amount plus donated amount? You write like this, 2x plus 6 plus 10x minus 20. Something like that. You can write it in bracket. Then you remove the bracket and you find out. You see now? So what do you do? One more step. Just remove the bracket here. What's your answer? R equals to what?
No. R equals to 12x.
You owe $20. You have $6.
14.
Minus 14, cannot plus, because you owe more money. So now this is your answer to A. This is an equation. So what is the equation? Total amount of money, R is total amount of money, or money she had at first, equals to donations plus spent. And once you simplify, you get this. So this is your equation. All right, now let us go now to the second part. Now, what did they tell you about second part now? B. If x equals to 5, find R. You have R right now. X is equals to 5. Okay, x is equals to 5. Just substitute the value.
R equals to 12 times 5.
Yeah, 12 times 5, then minus 14. Good. What's the answer?
$46.
46. Congratulations. So she had $46 in the beginning. So now, do you find this thing challenging? Is it difficult? No, huh? Actually, all you need to do is just to replace the letter with a number. Then you can understand. So what we're going to do, we have another 5 minutes more. So I will try to revise with you. Here we do, out of the worksheet now down here, I will share your screen. You tell me which one is the most difficult for you. Okay? And then we'll go through. Okay. Which one is most difficult for you? Is number 1? Do you need more practice? Number 1? Okay, I'm gonna write down, okay? Down here now.
Cube root thing.
Cube root. This one. This one, is it? Cube root, the quotient of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we try, I write another question. Huh? Square root. Square root. The quotient of x divided by y and okay, all those that are algebraic, okay, you cannot see, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write down in red all those algebraic terms. X, Y, A, and B. So you try. This is not cube root, it's square root, but similar.
X over Y.
X over Y, good.
Square root.
Well done.
Times plus AB.
Well done. Congratulations. So you see that if you just break it down, mister, you break it down, easy. Same thing, you do for other subjects, same thing. What do I mean by same thing? Same thing means when you get to something difficult, break it into parts down. Then you can understand the question. Let us now try another one. Let's see. There's another cube root, right? Somewhere. What about this type? I'm going to give you this type question. Okay, this one down here. Let's see whether you can do this thing. I'm going to give you this type to see whether you can do. But I give you something that is, you know, it's going to be a little bit complex. Okay, here we go. This is also bracket. This is also bracket again. Bracket, different types of bracket. Close bracket 1, close bracket 2, close bracket 3. Okay, can you try this?
Three x. Wait.
There's no x.
Negative.
Oh, down here. Negative 3x. Okay. Good.
Plus 12.
Good. Well done. Okay. Now, then we still have like this. The bracket is like that. Okay. Do the next, this in second bracket. What's your answer?
2x minus 6x.
Where you get minus 6x? Hold on. Now down here we look down here. You owe 3x, you have x. Do you owe or have 2x? You owe $3, you have $1. You owe $3, you have $1.
You owe
$2. This one just copy. Because you cannot plus x a number, you cannot plus. Okay. So now we look at the.
Is it 34?
So yes. Now you got the time because just now we're still working out inside. Oh. Okay. Now then you times like that. Times. Okay. So you tell me times out how much you get.
Negative 4x.
Good.
Plus 24.
Good. Well done. So notice now the last bracket is here. You still got to work this out first. Because you see the 7 is here. So you work it out. Don't times it straight. There's a 3 here. Don't times it. Do the inside bracket first. What do you get?
21.
21.
No. 7 plus 24.
31.
Yeah.
Then minus 4x here. Okay, good. Now last one.
Negative 12x.
Good.
Plus 93.
Well done. Wow, your calculation very good. So congratulations. Do you get it, Edmund?
Yeah.
Quite easy, But you know what will happen if you don't. You watch the. Have you watched the video or not so far?
No.
Not yet. You don't like to see yourself in the video. You don't like to see me. No, you watch. Okay, today's video you watch it again. Then you try the paper again. Otherwise, you might forget. You have already done. You understood. It's very good. Today you are much more awake than the last 2 sessions. I'm very happy. Do you sleep early last night or sleep late? Forgot. Okay, but today at least you are awake. Once you're awake, you can get it now. The last 2 sessions, I felt you were a little bit drunk, right? Then you are drunk because this is quite difficult, right? It's not so easy, right? Some of the stuff. So now you can do it. So what you need to do, you need to watch the video and revise. You will be able to master maths. But it's all up to you now. I can only teach you. It's up to you to practice on your own. Okay? So you got any questions for me?
No.
No. Okay. Nice hair. Okay, then see you. Take care. Bye-bye. I will upload the video and update you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.